You got Paul Hindenburg. Yep.
You've got Paul as lead. I've got Jaden as second.
Third. No, he's third. Ben Lachlan as second. Welcome viewers, welcome to the Warrnambool Classic Fours final. The last of 6 days of bowls down here at beautiful Warrnambool. Thank you to Qube Logistics, our major sponsor, and Pure Stream AV for all their video work, which is great. Two teams today is Chris Young from Challenbar Golf Club, his team of Kat Gordon, Mark Bowles and Greg Brown, and the opposing team is Tom Hicks from Bundura with 3 boys from Altona, Paul Hindenburg lead, Ben Lachlan second and Jaden Womble as a third. And both teams have had a very successful campaign. I think Chris Young was undefeated maybe, and Jaden only lost 1 game throughout the 2 games, two days of play before the finals. They're just finishing their roll-up, or doing their roll-up at the moment. And I'm joined this afternoon by the lovely Johnny Clegg.
Thank you very much, Grant. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you. And you've mentioned the teams. Now, I think it was Chris Young and Greg Brown who took out the pairs a little earlier in the week. So
it was, and they were my tip to take out the fours. So
yep.
I might be winning a beer off off Sean Verdon.
Right. 2 very, very strong teams, and I think most people saw these 2 teams as likely to play off in the grand final.
Well, the Tom Hicks's side, Tom was played for Deer Park the last few years in the Premier side, and the other boys play in the Premier side at Altona. So that's a pretty good side, and Chris Young is a former Australian Open men's representative, and he's still an over 60s Australian representative. And Kat Gordon, he was runner-up in the Australian singles a couple of years ago. Mark Bowles needs no introduction. He's won a few things, and I think he might have won this tournament beforehand.
Well, he's the club champion at Warrnambool of the Bowls Club last 2 years.
Yep. And Greg Brown is from Ballarat Way, and he has a litany of achievements in bowls. So there's 8 very, very good bowlers out there. And we must also once again thank City Memorial for making this tournament actually proceed because of the weather conditions. And it's great that even though we have rivalries on the green, we can always help each other and support each other when we need.
And yeah, that's been the case with other tournaments that are run where we need extra greens.
Yep.
The 2 clubs work in hand in glove.
They do, which is a good thing. But this is a brilliant facility, it's world class. And they're getting another roof over another green, I believe, soon.
Yes, that's the plan. So it's a two-end roll-up for both these teams, which is interesting because I think they've both come off this green, obviously not this rink, but they'll be pretty seasoned, I'd say, Grant.
Yeah, well, the boys from Altona earlier on put on a showcase of bowls, especially their second and third. They were running at 80%.
Yeah.
Their statistics, it was quite high.
Yeah, I watched the last game, and just tremendous weight is what I observed.
Yeah, their bad bowls were what we would be happy with.
We'd be happy with. But I've got to say, Greg Brown, he impresses me. One of the best leads I've seen.
Very good. Yep.
I'm trying to emulate his style, Grant.
Yeah, well, keep trying.
Yeah, I'll keep trying.
But yes, no, and Chris Younger, when I first started bowls, I played against him quite a few times down in the Grampian League, and my first game as a skip, I skipped against him.
And tell me, how did that go?
Well, I was happy. I only lost by 6. But they reckon I saved about 20 or 30 shots. Right. It was one of them days. But yeah, when we always had to go and play Chris Young at Challenbar, everyone was like, just try not to lose by a lot.
Right.
So, because you were never going to win.
And it's interesting, isn't it? I know you've got a very good memory, but out of all the games that you've played, you can still remember the first game that you played against Chris Young.
Yep.
And you can remember the margin.
I can. It was an important game because he was a bit of a legend in my eyes.
Yeah.
And it was only my third year of bowls. And I was just at a little club called Lake Bolac. And I must admit, I did learn a lot in that game.
Yeah. I've learned a lot by watching Chris. I would categorise him as one of the best tacticians in the game. You know, people talk about reading the head, but the way he goes about the game, even if they're holding shot, which I noticed at one stage, he's still willing to take the kitty back, pick up more shots and sacrifice. Whereas I think a lot of other teams would be just trying to defend the shot that they've got.
That's right. No,
not the way he plays it.
He looks at the opposition. He looks at they're always going to get the shot they're going for. So he tries to counter that. And back in those early days of my bowls, a good way to describe Chris Young was someone said he plays bowls like he's on a billiard table playing snooker.
Right. Yep.
If that makes any sense.
I played a lot of snooker when I was younger, when I could see.
Yep. He has won so many district and region titles up there.
Yeah.
He would have won at least a dozen Challenbar Club championships, if not more.
Right.
But yeah, he's really good. And he had a brother who unfortunately passed away probably about half a dozen years ago, Roger. And Roger was pretty much as good as him. And together they were just unbeatable.
Right. Now, I think Chris went overseas to Malta, I think it was.
Yes, in the over 60s.
Yeah, and it was only a small team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Only 6 or 8 players.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's a feather in his cap, isn't it?
Oh, look. Yeah, no, I've always had a lot of admiration for Chris. But in saying that, Mark Bowles there, I've always considered him a very, very good bowler. And me and Ivan were lucky enough to actually give him a bit of a touch-up in the pairs.
Did you?
Which made our day, made our week, really.
Yeah.
Because very rarely you get on, get up on him in a game of bowls. Yeah, no, he's a very good bowler.
Well, it's probably worth you researching on YouTube for a game, Jay Clegg and El Maloney against Chris Young in the pairs up here at City, playing on this number 1 rink.
Yep.
It's a good game to watch. I think Chris said it was the first game that he'd lost in 18 games of playing. They'd won it 2 years running.
Yep.
They'd had a couple of draws. They'd never had a loss.
And was that in this tournament?
No, it wasn't in this tournament. It was the Des Notley. It was the Des Notley.
Well,
but look, that's my one and only claim to fame. Whereas he can say he'd had 17 wins on the trot, wins or draws. So look, he's an extraordinary bowler.
He is. I've been lucky enough to beat him in a couple of chook runs.
Is that right?
But I don't think he was trying that hard.
Well, I think that's the one bowl to go in this roll-up.
So we've got 12 ends today, no time limit. Kitty spotted on the tee, and if the kitty wasn't spotted on the tee, you'd be sure there'd be quite a few dead ends.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be a very long game, particularly with Chris.
Yeah, Chris has got a very good, very accurate drive.
He has. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Paul Hindenburg. They got the mat, only probably a mat up from the tee.
Now, when I'm commentating with my wife, Grant, I often ask her for a description of the length. Now, how would you describe this, just out of interest for our viewers at home?
Well, it's probably about 3 metres short of the tee.
Yeah.
And it's probably only a mat up from the tee where they're bowling from, so it's nearly it's probably only 3.5 metres off a full length.
A long medium?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah,
that's Lynn's terminology, that.
Yeah.
Great opener.
And I can expect to see, depending on how the game progresses, but I can see that mat coming right up for short ends, or I could see it going all the way back. Yeah, a couple of good opening bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lead for Altona led very well in the first game. He was at about 65%.
Yep.
And to give the viewers an idea, kind of a standard Division 1 bowler will be running at about 50%. On a good day, he might get 70%. But all these guys in the live stream games I've done, they've been ramping it up to, a few of them have got to the 80%, had 24 bowls and 20 have been effective.
Yep.
Which is, really good bowling. Four good lead bowls there, all within a mat length. Looks like Greg Brown might just be holding one, but fairly close. This fella here, Ben, he was running at 85% in the semi-final. Absolutely brilliant he was with the pink bowls.
Yeah.
And look, he started off lovely again. Yeah, nice bowl.
Yeah.
Good bowl.
So Chris just indicating that they've got one.
Yep.
Cat Gordon with his first bowl.
Yeah, the weight looks good. Just a bit wide. He's coming in. But yeah, the last semi-final with the extra end was quite exciting.
Yeah, it was very dramatic.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Dramatic ending.
The City boys did so well to get that 5.
They did.
Well, I think Benny's just going to pull up a little bit.
I don't know, it's still running.
It's trying to get there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no. That's a good bowl.
Yeah.
Well,
holding one at this stage, says Chris.
Pretty good head they're building at the moment. It's looking good. There's his weight. Oh, lovely bowl. Yeah, nice bowl.
Yeah,
Cat, nice bowl.
A little bit of chalk there.
Yeah.
Just touched the kitty.
Little shave.
Yeah.
This is the Womble. He bowled brilliantly in the semi-final. He was at 80% easy of effective bowls.
And still again, this is a brilliant bowl.
He just kept putting in the heartbreakers.
Goodness
me. What a lovely bowl.
And a toucher.
Yeah.
That is sensational. And anyone looking at that head, I mean, most of those bowls are within a mat or thereabouts, aren't they?
Yep. Me and you would be happy with any one of them bowls on any day.
Yeah, Chris, you're saying he wants the head opened up a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, Mark, we're just playing with arriving weight.
Yeah. How's this line? Looks like he might have...
he's changed it up a bit.
Yeah.
So that'll be 1 to Tom now.
Wow,
lovely. Yeah, some good bowls there.
Yep.
Some good bowls there. They've all found their line and length pretty quickly, haven't they?
Oh, look, he's put 2 bowls in within about 6 inches of each other. Brilliant.
See what Mark Bowles can muster. It's looking all right.
Oh, lovely bowl.
Nice bowl.
Just
down, I think.
Just down. We haven't seen it yet, have we? Ooh, yeah, just down, we'd say.
Yeah. Tom Hicks holding one. Benny Loughlin's bowl.
So I'd suggest anyone in the local area, you could be watching this online, of course, with magnificent Pure Stream AV. But you could also make your way down here, couldn't you?
Yeah.
See it live.
Have a coffee and some cake or a sausage roll like I did. And the coffee here is quite nice. The cappuccinos.
And the bowling's of a very high standard.
Yeah. Tommy Hicks. Yeah, when Chris doesn't take a long time on the mat sometimes. He just gets up, he knows what he's doing, and focuses.
He's got a good line here.
Plays the shot.
And
brilliant
bowl.
Lovely bowl.
Yeah.
Look at that. Pure class. So who's your tip here? Who do you think, John?
It's a good question. I watched the Altona boys, and I was very, very impressed. But I have to say, during the tournament, we played against Chris Young, and I know that he's very hard to beat. Yeah. And I think he's such a tactician.
He is.
Yeah. So no, I'm not even going to make a prediction.
Well, I feel
what
a bit.
I
think it's going to be very close. But the way that I've seen, because we've had both on the live stream.
Yeah.
And Chris Young, when he played on the live stream, his rate was at 75%, and for a skip to have that many effective bowls, that's quite amazing. And
how's he going here?
I think he's going to be the dominant skip, I think.
Right.
But their second and third from Altona, geez, as you just saw on that first end, they go pretty good. So I think it's going to be really close, but I predict Chris Young by maybe 2 shots.
Oh, 2 shots.
I reckon he'll just get up over the line.
So that was 1 shot, was it, to Chris?
Yep.
Yeah, just 1. So have you had a wager with Sean, is that correct? Sean
I think we had a beer on it.
Yeah, right.
I think I said I'd buy you a beer if Chris didn't win.
Okay.
But he's bought me a cappuccino, so I'll just take that as my prize.
All right. Okay. Mr. Magic here with his first lead bowl. Oh, it's staying on.
Well, no. Well,
easily done here at City.
Yeah, look, it is.
And most people find when they turn up here and they throw the kitty for the first time, it always ends up in the ditch.
It's a pure art to throw the kitty on a short end here. It's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
But we are ditch to ditch here. It is a full ditch to ditch end. So might catch a few of them out. That would be Chris's ploy. He'd have faith that his players could maybe do better than the other team in ditch to ditch. And at the moment, there's nothing close yet.
No, and I think this might be a little bit short.
It is. Yeah, he's overcorrected there, which is unusual, but
very unusual. And Tom Hicks saying, choose your hand. Yeah. We just want one close.
I think Tommy Hicks might be happy with this. It's the closest.
Now, as a commentator, Chris Young's always a very good skipper because he'll clap the bowl well before it gets there, and you know whether it's good or not. Thought that might have deserved at least a finger clap, but no.
It's a second shot.
Well, here's your man, Grant, with the pink bowls.
Yeah, and he's got such an athletic, if you look at his delivery, gets right down and uses his body. He's quite brilliant. Well, he's got...
That's held out, hasn't it?
It has. He had beautiful weight.
Yeah.
Just held out on him. See if Cat can get those extra couple of feet. Well, he's certainly there, but I think he might
have run through a bit.
Too much there, yeah. Yes. Yeah, this ditch-to-ditch end is finding them out a little bit, isn't it?
It's surprising, I've got to say, after the first end.
But they do run, a short end, short to medium end, and a long end. The draw lines are quite different.
They are. This has got some applause.
Yeah, that's my boy. He's good.
Well, he's very good.
He's good.
I'm going to buy some pink bowls, I think.
I said that earlier, actually.
Did you? Yeah.
What my missus would like then. What's Mark Bowles got? He'll be looking to get a second shot, something close. If you could disturb it, it'd be a bonus.
It's wide as it's coming in and heavy. Oh, and it did.
Just stuck on. Well, it could come in handy down the track. Here's Jaden Womble.
Good track.
Yeah. I think he might have perfect weight here.
Oh,
or is he just going to... Yeah, I'd say they got 3 at the moment.
They're looking closely at this.
Yeah, that's a very good bowl, Mark Bowles. Good second shot, and that's what they needed. Very good bowl.
Got some promise.
Oh, yeah.
And behind.
Yeah. Got him in the back door. Well, I would say there's a very good chance that Chris will go at this with weight because he's got Mark Bowles at the back.
Well, it's difficult to outdraw that, and knowing Chris's style of play,
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if he took it out.
Well, he's got Mark Bowles' bowl to come off of. And
Well,
if he kills it,
yeah,
Mark's got the tee.
That's what I was thinking. So if he can leave Mark's bowl there.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. No, he's just having a draw.
Is he?
Yeah.
So he is.
Well, he'd be wanting this one to stay on.
Well, it's interesting. He's got two behind.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he... I'd say that was a purpose bowl where he's put that. And Tommy Hicks. Oh. Well,
yep.
They got 3 at the moment. It was a good bowl by Tom. Put some pressure on. That's right.
So Cat initially suggesting that he come through with a bit of force, but
he doesn't want to lose his bowl. He doesn't want to lose Mark Bowles' bowl because I think he'll go down a few more.
Yeah. So Chris preferring to draw, which he's doing.
Just trying to cut it down. Yeah, well, he could go down 4 or 5 if he took out Mark's bowl.
Yep. Oh, it's a lovely bowl.
Oh. Wow.
Wowee.
What a bowler. That's just brilliant. He'd be happy with that.
Yeah, they're one down.
One down.
What a brilliant bowl.
Wasn't that good? But yeah, he's very smart. He didn't want to go. Most people would have had a go at that. And if they had taken out Mark's bowl, well, they'd be down quite a few.
Yeah.
Because I think they might have gone down 5 if they'd have taken that out. Yeah, that was a brilliant bowl. See what Tommy's got in response. Just need to land that bowl, move the kitty.
Yeah, trying to move it across with their hands. I don't think he's quite got the line.
Okay, one to Altona. It'll be interesting to see what length they go.
What's your prediction here, Grant?
Well, yeah, they've gone a little bit shorter. Yeah, it's probably about 2.5 yards shorter than full length. Matt's probably just up a mat and a half from the tee, a mat from the tee.
I think that's a short, long end, according to Lynn Maloney.
Yes, yeah. It's probably about 3.5 metres short overall, which was similar to the first end. Or we just needed to run that out a bit more. At this level, that's a bad bowl.
Good line here.
Yeah.
And he's got enough weight. It's a great...
Yeah, good opener.
It's close enough, isn't it?
Good opener. Worthy of a tick. One thing I've noticed about all these bowlers, their correction rate is so high. They put a bad one in, 9 out of 10 times, their next one is right on it. Yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Look at that, beautiful bowl.
Paul's proven your theory correct there,
yeah,
Grant.
No. They learn from their first bowl, they watch it, they don't turn their back and walk away and get grumpy, they watch it and go, right, I'm a bit wide, I'm a bit short.
I think
fix
part
that
of that
with
is
the next.
that their first bowl's never that far away.
No.
No. And
So it's just a minor correction.
This is lovely. It won't hurt to sit behind.
No.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, the kitty's going to probably move in every end. It has so far. Well,
Ben's been brilliant so far. Let's see if he can do it with this bowl.
I absolutely love his action.
Let's see what he's got.
Yeah. Not quite. Oh, the big cat's coming in. He's looking for that bowl.
Ooh, just the wrong side of it.
Yeah. Wasn't a bad bowl. It was well executed. Just didn't quite get the result. Yeah, look at this bowler, how he stretches out.
Right.
And how his style is. Look at that follow through.
Yeah.
I think it's so athletic, and you know, us old guys, we can't bend like that anymore.
Oh, a favourable wick there too.
Yeah, got a bit of favouritism.
So they're calling it a good shot already, and it is. Just knocked it back.
Good bowl. That's a good bowl.
Yeah, Chris is happy with it.
Yeah, no. Something they can use. Yeah, the Wombalator.
Ooh,
It's another good bowl. Another one in the head.
And a peculiar thing here, Grant, you said that the kitty would move, and it has, but it's still on the same line.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris just asked to get one in the area around there, because the more they've got around the head, the more shots can present themselves.
Oh, this is very close.
Oh, Mark Bowles.
And a toucher too.
Great bowl. Great bowl, Bowlesy. I think Mark was destined to play bowls with a name like Bowles.
Why is that?
Well, his second name, Bowles.
Yeah, I was pulling your leg there.
Yeah.
I think I've already made that comment once before.
I think a lot of people would have. But I've actually played against a couple of other guys that have got the same surname up in Queensland.
Yeah.
And I'm sure whoever's got the surname Wick
Yeah,
probably gets all the wicks. Yep.
Yeah, I think Chris is happy with that.
Yeah, wanted a position bowl, and Mark gave him one.
Yeah.
Chris thinks 3 shots ahead.
I think you're right.
It's like a game of chess.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks 3 shots ahead, and he looks at the fact that the opposition is going to get the bowl that they're playing for, that he thinks they'll play, so he tries to counter that before they play it even. Very tactical, incredibly tactical. I think it was maybe last year or the year before, he was undefeated as a skip throughout, playing with the over 60s in the Nationals. So he is hard to beat.
Tom looking to move this, but he's...
Yep.
Oh, he stayed on.
Well, that's handy. Hard to tell from here, but I still think that Hicks has got the shot.
Yeah, my money's on Hicks, and
yeah, it's going to a good place. Chris Young will be looking to pop that jack out about 2 feet.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I think Tom was trying to get in first and move it, but
yeah, no, not a good bowl from Tom's standards. Yeah. He wants to get it. That's right. That's a shot to play.
Yeah, I think Kat Gordon's suggesting weight of a yard or two, but I'm not sure that Chris is convinced about that.
Yeah, well, he'd be looking at whether he could go down 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And because he doesn't want to do that, he'd be happy to lose a 1 instead of going down 2 or 3. Hard to tell from here how the kitty's going to spring. That's where the problem lies. But if it only springs a foot, they'll be looking good.
Well, we're assuming that he's 1 down at this stage, aren't we?
Yeah.
Coming in. Well, we're going to find out what...
Nah. Yeah,
kitty's come back.
It's come back, but it went back to Jaden Womble's bowl. He just hit it just a little bit too hard. He needed a touch less weight.
So 1 to the Tom Hicks team brings their total to 2.
Yeah.
We've had 3 ends, and the total is
3.
3.
Yeah.
It's a tight game. It's what we expected.
And it was a good bowl of Youngies there. He just didn't quite get it.
Okay, so this is a little bit shorter again.
Yes, this is probably a yard or 2 shorter than the last end, just a touch. And his weight looks pretty good.
Oh, it's a nice bowl.
Yeah.
And sitting just behind the kitty.
Yeah.
Greg Brown never far away. No, we won't be happy with that.
No. Doesn't get a tick for that one. This is where Paul will want to put another one on to put a bit of pressure on. Well,
line's perfect.
Line's good, but he would have wanted one closer than that. Yeah. He hasn't quite found his weight yet.
No, he hasn't, and he's been short with a bowl or 2 with the initial bowl, and then a bit heavy with the second.
Yeah.
But look, once he gets the weight, he'll be absolutely dynamic.
Comes these pretty in pink bowls. He's egging it on. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
You take that any day of the week. But at this level, that's just an average bowl. We're down here on a Thursday social bowl. That'll win you the end. Well, he's turned his back on it. And obviously we can see why. And here's this athletic man. His stretches right out there. Oh yeah, that's
Wow.
Oh.
Do you get 2 ticks for that?
Yeah, he's got 2 ticks this end, yeah. No.
Well, Cat's hunting this bowl down.
He is.
And he's a bit happier than he was with his first bowl. Let's see. It's coming through nicely.
Might have got a... he might have a second there.
Yeah, I think he might have a second.
Might have a second. If not, he's got another one in the head. That was a good bowl. But yeah, the second and third from Altona in the last live stream game, they just... Oh, they were just crazy. Oh.
Well, off for the tee, I'd say.
Yeah, no, he got him to put in some cover.
Yep.
Chris is looking where that kiddie's going to go. Yeah. Well, he's thinking ahead. Because he knows he's going to have to play a little bit of weight. He's going to have to nudge that kiddie back to get the shot.
Well, you're quite right, Grant. He is thinking 3 shots ahead.
Yeah, oh, he does it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like playing one of them grand chess masters. I like these snakes. Have another one.
I'm just going slowly. Don't want to overdose with the sugar.
I was happy that Sean didn't want any because I had another bag yesterday.
All right.
Yep. Yep.
Very interesting bowls, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is all about what's going to happen next.
That's right.
And as you mentioned earlier, Grant, it's a different game when you can't kill the end. When you're respotting the kiddie,
Yes.
yeah, it takes different tactics. Oh, and he's got it. Wow.
Lovely. Look at that.
Plenty of applause from the audience here.
He played perfect weight there, didn't he?
He did. And stayed with it.
He did. Beautiful bowl. Well, looks like they've got 3 seconds. The Altona boys. So
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah.
He took it out.
yeah. Brilliant bowl.
That was brilliant to leave the kiddie in place, take the bowl
Just
out.
took it clean.
Yeah.
Might as well walked up and just picked it up. It was that easy, wasn't it? Yeah, I know, Chris, you'll just be popping one straight back on it.
He's got a good line. I'm sure about the weight.
Oh.
As he comes through. Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
He's just down by the look of that. It's like watching artists at work.
There it is.
Especially Chris. He's like the Da Vinci of bowls.
Well, that bowl of Tom Hicks in the last Last bowl was Jeff Fennick, I'd call it.
Yeah.
he just took it out, didn't he?
It's like Jeff think, okay, I'm going to knock that left tooth out.
Yep.
And he does it.
Yeah.
Now.
See what Chris does.
If I was a betting man, which I am, I'd be putting money on the fact he'll draw it dead.
Right, or take the kitty.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Oh.
He had good weight.
Oh,
and
what
he
a
picked
bowl.
up, what's he got here, 2?
Well, he could have, I think.
I think it's 2. Let's see what they're saying.
2.
We think it's 2, but they're not
No,
showing us.
they're not telling us. No. We're just mere mortals up here.
Keeping it to themselves.
Couple of great bowls there by Chris Young.
Okay, Mark Bowles doing the right thing with the remote control, which was home built here at City Memorial, Grant.
Okay.
They had another scoreboard, and they've got a local member who is an electronics whiz, put together the scoreboard and the remote controls, and it's brilliant. Okay, Greg Brown.
So what have we got now? 2. That was 2 for them, so 3-2.
3-2.
After 3 ends.
Well, that was the 4th end.
Was it?
Yeah, that was the 4th
end.
end.
Oh, it was 2.
Me.
Yep, yeah, you're correct.
And Greg is short of the kitty.
So Youngie won the first end. The other boys won the 2nd and 3rd end. And then Youngie won the 4th end. So they're both one ends going up each way.
Yeah, good bowl there. Paul taking shot.
He won't be happy with that one. Yep, tough. Paul will be looking to add to his first bowl.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's certainly not going to be short and hasn't been with his second bowl.
Oh,
and there you go.
That, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just running that little bit. Still running. Cat's looking to.
Well, I'm predicting Cat's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, he's looking to lose two or 3 feet here. His weight looks a bit better.
Oh, it looks good to me.
Yeah, well played, Cat.
That's that shot there.
It
well
is.
done.
Yep. Oh yeah, corrected very well.
Didn't he?
great bowl, that. Like I said, they have one that's just a few feet short, or to this, you know, they cut their grass a little bit, and the next bowl, I guarantee it'll be right in the zone.
Yeah, it's real finesse, because I often hear skippers saying, oh, you just need 2 feet, but it's a difficult thing just to put 2 feet on or to take 2 feet off, but these players are doing it.
Yeah, regularly.
Mark Bowles.
Oh, the weight looks really good on this.
Just a pity that bowl was there.
Yeah. And one thing about Chris Young, he is always looking for that opportunity, and when there's a number to be made, he'll see it.
Yep.
And I would say this game will be decided most likely by somebody, the team that gets the number.
That would be my prediction too. Having played Chris in this tournament, when there was the opportunity to make 3 or 4,
yep.
As I said earlier, he would take it. Okay, here's Mark Bowles.
Yeah.
Has he got a little bit more weight now? I think he's dropped his weight.
And even if it's to make a number is to hit A bowl onto B bowl onto C bowl to get D bowl, he'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a game of Kelly Pool. And what's the Womble got? I think he's going to die with his weight.
Wasn't there.
He did.
And often these games, Grant, they can be decided by one end where there's a multiple of 3 or 4, you know. I mean, it's tight at the moment. We've had 4 ends. We've got a total of 5 shots.
That's right.
You know, so...
and when the team that does get the multiple gets it, they get a spring in their step. And the other team, of course, you know, goes flat. And
I think that's what happened last night with Essendon. They just got that spring in the step and just turned that game around, didn't they?
Well, I don't know the result. Who did they play?
They played Melbourne.
Oh.
And
Melbourne.
They broke that 17.
Are they still in
game.
the AFL, Melbourne?
Excuse me.
And
so that's the end of that narrative that we've put up with for 17 weeks as Essendon supporters. Okay, Chris Young.
He's coming in with weight.
Oh, and he's done it pretty nicely.
Yeah. Made 2. Got 2 bowls out that he wanted. That was a brilliant bowl. But yes, the normal human wouldn't have even seen that shot to be able to play it. But Chris saw it, got up, played it, executed it, and got the result.
Tommy just a bit short with that.
I reckon that they've probably got 3 at the moment.
You got 3?
Yeah, I think they might have 3.
You think that bowl at the back might be third shot?
I think so.
Right now.
But hard to tell from this angle.
We've got Cat Gordon's scone in the way at this stage. And Chris Young hitting a bowl that was short of the kitty.
Yeah, that's probably...
This is an important bowl from Tom Hicks.
Yeah. I'd say they've got 2 now.
Okay, getting some applause from
this is
teammates.
looking good.
I think it might be a little heavy.
Oh.
Has he got the kitty? Well, I got some applause, but let's see.
So it's 2.
Couldn't quite see the fingers there.
Yeah.
We're thinking it's 2.
Yep.
It's Chris Young. That would take them to 5.
And at this point of the game, it's only 3 shots, but that's a big lead to get your 3 shots back.
It is. We're only 12 ends for this grand final, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and we're just up to halfway onto the 6th end.
And we've got the map pretty much back of the mat's on the tee, I think. The mat's on the tee, and Kitty's only about a metre short of the tee, the other end, so it's nearly a full length end.
And
yeah,
touch
great starter.
Yeah, well, we thought it would just be a matter of time before Greg got the weight.
Yeah,
and I think he has there.
Once he gets zoned in, it's you know, he's that good it gets boring watching him, really.
Yeah, I never find it tedious, but
No.
I know what you're saying.
It's handy there.
Yeah,
Sure.
proving they're human.
I'm sure that Kitty's going to move. See how good his memory is.
Oh, this is a good bowl.
Yeah.
Great weight.
Great.
Yeah,
Two good
with
lead
that.
bowls there. Very good.
Okay, I might be cutting the head here.
Yeah, it's still within a mat. Still a good bowl. So the battle of the leads. Greg Brown's running at 50%.
Yeah.
And
Paul
Hindenburg's running at about 65%. So he's just got the edge over him at the moment.
But not on the scoreboard, as it turns out. Yeah.
And the seconds at the moment are both running at 50%.
Yeah, well,
We'll see after this end, but yeah, that's a good bowl.
that's a good bowl. Okay, quite clear instructions from Chris, what he wants from Cat Gordon.
Yeah, that's where he wanted one. He's happy. Split them two up at the back. Oh,
This is all the way.
oh yeah. God, he's good.
And he's placed that bowl beautifully, just in front of the kitty.
Hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he's running at about 75, 80%, and Cat's running at about 60%. So
They're only small margins, though,
no,
aren't they?
yeah,
You know,
but that's you know, high level bowling to get
here's
at
a bowl.
that percent. Oh, a lovely bowl,
Wow.
great bowl, Bowlesy.
Yeah.
Like I said, the average Division 1 pennant player, if they can run at 50%, they've had a good day. You know,
Yeah.
if you're leading and you can get, you know, 21 bowls within a mat for the day, you've pretty much had a good day.
Okay, Jaden, his first bowl. Fairly wide line, but
It's coming in.
it's coming in
It's
beautifully.
coming in. Oh, what a bowl. Oh, it's just brilliant to watch, isn't it?
Oh, it is. They're just taking each other's bowl out. It's one after another. Chris with specific instructions there, but made the mistake of asking whether his instructions made sense, and none of the team seemed to feel that it did.
Look, lovely bowl.
Absolutely brilliant.
Well, the thirds are both running. They're both at about 65%. I think Jaden's had one more effective bowl than Mark at this stage. We'll see what happens here.
Well, they turn, but he's... Well, it's an interesting bowl. Has he been asked to put it there? No.
No.
No. Yeah. So it looks like Tom Hicks is holding one here.
Yeah.
With Ben's bowl.
And the skip stats, well, Chris Young's had 6 effective bowls so far, and Tom Hicks has had 2.
Right, well, I'm interested in
That's
Chris's
a
bowl
big
here.
difference. Yeah, too wide.
Too wide, but you can see what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And he could certainly make a number if he can get that bowl out.
Yeah, it's just fallen over, which is
but
probably going to help him with his next bowl, Chris.
Plenty of instructions here from the team. They're having a good look at it.
Yeah.
I think they're satisfied they've got shot.
Yeah, I think it just fell over then.
Yeah. Tom Hicks was drawing so beautifully in the semi-final.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's just about in the back door. No, not quite. Not quite. Yep. Yeah, just how much weight is he going to use here? No, he's given it away. He didn't like it. No, a bit too narrow, I think.
Yeah.
Is it finished? Was it finished?
Yeah. I think that's the only bad bowl I've seen him play so far.
Well, he's not happy with himself. He's might be having a chat to himself.
And Tom didn't bowl his last one.
No, well, Chris has done it for him.
Took the shot, kept the shot, happy to take it.
So that's one to Tom Hicks on end 6, brings them to 3.
Yeah.
Chris Young on 5. So it's a tight game. We're halfway through. 2-shot margin.
Yeah.
8 shots over 6 ends. It says a lot about the quality of the bowls.
It certainly does. They've been playing the same length, the Altona guys. Kitty, 2 or 3 metres short of the tee. Jack up a mat.
Yeah, well, if you can get a length that suits the leads,
well, that's what they're doing.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah. And this looks pretty juicy.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Good bowl.
Okay, Mr. Magic. He's been zeroing in with the weight.
Yeah, it's still a good bowl.
It's a good bowl. It's sitting behind the kitty. Going to touch his bowl.
It's like, yeah, just perfect. Two very, very good bowls.
Good bowls, but there's an opening there for Greg.
Yep.
And I think he's going to take it.
Looks pretty good, John.
Yeah, Chris hasn't applauded it yet.
Yeah. I think he's just holding there.
Ben Lachlan with his first bowl. Now, what percentage did you say he's playing at there, Grant?
Wow, let me just look.
He's going to let you down here, I'm afraid.
He has.
He has.
Well, he's had, before that bowl, he's had 12 bowls and he had 8 effective bowls.
Effective bowls.
So when you look at that, that's 66%, I think, if I've got my maths right.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. I'm rarely right.
Well, if you're not sure, ask my wife. She's got a.
I know.
She's got a master's in mathematics. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you get a phone call at 2 in the morning, Lenny.
Yeah.
I need your answer to this. What's the square root of 4,250?
Yeah. Look, if you've got a quadratic equation that you need solved, just call Lynn Maloney.
Well, I often need a quadrilla equation solved. But
Do you?
That's a bit different. That's horse racing.
That's a bit different, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, good weight.
No,
But he doesn't get a tick for that.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't get a tick for that.
So it's so interesting how things can change during the game. That first end that we watched, Grant, I mean, you could not have had closer bowls.
No.
And that was coming up to this end.
Yep. Well, there's more at stake. Yeah.
Ooh, that worked out well.
2 good bowls from Darren there. There's more at stake, I suppose. And they're getting tired. They've been bowling for 6 days.
Yeah, it's a big tournament, plenty of games. And once again, we'll thank City Memorial. I'm just looking out at the weather here. Another squall coming through. We're under the big dome. Okay, nice line. These are good players. Oh, this is a magnificent bowl.
Oh.
That is absolutely unbelievable.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Darren's had 9 effective bowls out of 14. Darren Gordon.
Yeah.
So that's pretty handy. That's around 70%, I think.
See if Jaden can do the same thing with his second bowl. First bowl was just brilliant. And this, it's close to brilliant. Oh, it is brilliant. That is unbelievable. He's drawn 2 shots.
Yeah. And Jaden's had 10 effective bowls out of 14.
Yeah.
That's just
right.
That's high.
Yeah, I'm not going to get pink bowls anymore.
Yeah.
I can get these red and blue ones.
But yeah, look, their statistics for all of them are pretty good at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, Mark looking to just change this head up a little bit was Chris's instruction. And
well, that's a good result.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
That's a good result. Very good result, I reckon.
It's all up to skips now.
Mark's had 8 out of 14 effective bowls. So they're all pretty much running over 50%, 60% and more. I think the best through this live stream, I think, was Dave McNichol and Colin Fly. Both had 18 effective bowls out of 24.
Wow.
Which is just a very high standard. And especially, they were both playing second, so it wasn't like they were just drawing.
Yeah.
They're having to play different shots and... Not quite.
Not quite, but...
Well, looks like 2 to Altona.
I'd say it's 2 to Altona. Now, what do you think is Chris's idea here? What are you predicting?
Well, he could come right up the guts, or he could play a swinger. He's up the guts, yeah. Thought so.
See where it comes. Hit
a front one. Probably made it easier now.
Well, Cat Gordon was suggesting that. He's made it better.
Yeah. But he could still come up onto it and pump Greg up through it. Or even the shot bowl, push the shot bowl over into the jack and spill it to get a couple.
I thought initially they were hoping to get Greg Brown's bowl, push Greg Brown's bowl up and perhaps get the kitty back, but they don't seem to be playing that at the moment. Oh, he's gone for cover.
He has.
Yeah.
So that just puts a bit more pressure on, because they've got the 2 back ones, so it puts a bit of pressure on Chris with what type of weight he can play. Oh no, he's still going for it.
Wait. He's just narrowly missed. Well,
I think it was 2.
We're assuming it's 2 to Altona.
Wow.
Oh. Tell me what's happened to the score there, Grant.
Yeah, it looks very, very equal now, doesn't it?
Yeah. 5 apiece after 7 ends. We've got 5 ends to go. It's anyone's game. It's been close. Couldn't get any closer.
Seven ends gone. 4 to Altona and 3 to Youngie.
Now, Paul's been playing very well. Seems...
Well, that's a rough one for him.
Yeah, well, he's covered the tee, we could say that much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long end again. Then Brownie has nailed it. Yeah, good bowl.
Yeah, that's a good bowl.
That's a good bowl. He's come good the last few ends, hasn't he? Like you said he would.
Yeah, I thought it was just a matter of him getting the weight, and yet, of course, they've been playing on this green, so it's not as if it's new to them.
No, but as you know, the speed does chop and change with the temperature.
It does.
It's got some funny little quirks about it. Well, that's Paul's worst end so far. Good chance for Brownie to capitalise.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's looking at this. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities to really nail it. Get 2 shots in.
Needs to keep running.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Well, there must be something happening here, Grant, because players aren't nailing it like they did early on. Perhaps it's fatigue.
A bit of fatigue, but the green does change at this time in the afternoon, though. So it has some different changes.
Well,
I don't play it enough to notice it really, but
well, this man wouldn't be fatiguing, not with his athletic approach to
No.
bowls delivery.
no. Well, there are some young fellas here.
Yeah.
Probably only half our age, a couple of them. Yeah.
Well, I'm puzzled.
Yeah, well, the atmosphere you can feel is a little bit colder.
A bit colder.
A bit of chill in the air, and I think that does affect the green a little bit.
And this close here. Close. Yeah, so a few bowls running through here, Grant.
Yes, yeah. Couple of short ones.
Yeah.
Pretty much 3 short ones.
Yeah, and
Three
about
heavy
three heavy ones,
yeah.
and let's see what Kat Gordon can do.
Yeah, no. Well, this is the roughest head so far.
Yeah.
If you could describe it that way.
Yeah, they've all pretty much got the line, haven't they? I mean,
Yeah,
it's really, it's just the way.
Most of them are down the line.
Which is what you'd expect. Here we go.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got the kitty.
The Wombalator. Yeah. He's put in some good bowls, hasn't he?
Yeah, what are his stats like there, Grant? I expect they're fairly high.
At the moment, 11 out of 15 effective bowls.
I'd be happy with that.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty harsh on my scoring.
Yeah.
If you're more than a mat short, more than a mat to each side of the kitty, it's a baddie. You can be 2 mats behind the kitty on the line. That's all right.
Right.
So
Well,
within a mat, they're all counting. And well, if you make a conversion or improve the head on instruction, they're counting. Or if you put in a cover bowl on instruction, they're counting.
they're counting. Not sure if that was what was intended, but
Yeah,
they look
I
like they're
think-
holding. Oh, yeah.
I think that was intended, actually.
Right, yeah. It looks like they're holding 2.
Yeah.
There's another wing bowl. I'm not sure about that, whether that's the 3rd shot. Let's have a look.
Well, he's put it in a good home there, Mark.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad home. Chris would be happy with that. Pretty sure it was 2 the last end, but they haven't updated the scores yet. No. Yeah, he's just
Run a bit, but he's run a bit. Got some applause though from Jaden. So
well, it gives a bit of cover out the back because I had a couple out the back.
looks like a little bit of weight here. I thought.
Oh,
Well, yeah, that was the idea.
little swinger there. Just didn't quite swing enough.
But he's got another bowl now. Let's see what Tom Hicks can do. Waving it in, but it's not there.
Yes, it was 2 last end, so just double check that. Yeah, Tommy hasn't really had much of a impact as yet.
So they're 2 down at this stage. Chris Young to draw. Cat hoping for at least second
Yeah.
shot. Let's see if he can get around that bowl of marks.
It's coming in. It's looking good for second.
Or is it?
No.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
2 down.
Okay.
Or 2 up, depending on who you're following.
Yeah.
So Tom Hicks total 7 and Chris Young 5.
Yep.
After 8 ends.
Yep. I've picked up 4 in the last 2 ends. The Hicks team.
Yeah, they've turned it around.
They have.
At the end of in 5, it was 2-5 with Tom Hicks down.
Yeah.
They picked up 5 altogether. 5 in the last 3 ends. So yeah, they've turned it round.
They've won 5 out of the 8 ends.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I can feel the atmosphere. I'd say the green has, changed that little bit. So, see who manages to work it out the best.
Well, they seem to have been a bit heavier,
Yeah.
Grant. So, just see, we'll be happy with that. Be very happy with that.
I think when it gets a bit, the colder it gets, the quicker it gets. I'm not positive, but I think that's what one of the locals was telling me.
Yeah. Well, it sounds scientific to me.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty impressed.
Maybe we need to ask Lynn.
Yeah.
It might be a mathematical occasion to sort that out. A couple of good starters.
Yeah.
But yeah. We'll both be looking to get a much closer one. Yeah.
Well,
she's coming in.
You're always pretty happy. The bowl's around the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful weight.
Yeah, Greg just needs to get a little bit closer with this bowl.
Yeah. The backhand.
Oh, this looks good.
It does.
And so it
put
is.
The brakes on.
Yeah,
that's number 1. Yeah, Chris will be happy with that.
Look, he had a little jump for joy there, I saw.
Okay.
Or he might have been just stretching out his calves. I'm not sure, but no, he looks pretty happy. Tight line, I think, but
he's got beautiful weight.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at this. Oh, goodness me. I should never have doubted him, should I? Your favourite player there.
Yeah, no, look, he's geez, it was just brilliant to watch him in that last game. It was unbelievable, and he's not disappointing in this game either.
Ooh.
Oh, the big cat's coming in.
Look at that. Big round of applause from the crowd here at City Memorial.
Meow, says the big cat. That was just beautiful. But it won't faze this fella. He's liable to put one closer.
Yeah, I'd back him too, Grant. I've got to say he's very, very impressive.
If he's got the weight...
Oh, geez, awfully close here.
Oh.
He's got...
Oh. He knew what to do. He was going to pop that jack through.
And he hasn't lost his bowl.
No. I think he's changing his hand here. Yep. Want him to get back to their leader bowls. No. Stays up, it's a good bowl. That's all right.
Oh, it's close too. Pretty fair effort.
Yep. I find the green here, even, you know, playing in, the social bowls or other tournaments here, your heads seem to be a lot tighter on these greens, and you can seem to be a lot more accurate, say, compared to down at Warrnambool, which is a much bigger green.
Bigger green, and of course you got the wind.
You got the wind.
Yeah.
But you can really, once you get your line and length here, you can really keep dobbing them on.
Yep.
And these guys are all pretty much dobbing them on.
That one. Oh, no.
No, you won't be happy with that one.
No. It's going to hang about.
But it's ended in a pretty good home, but not effective.
Yeah, Chris still wanting that bowl up to his toe. That one of the marks.
Yard over.
The Cats went through a bit too fast, so let's see what he does.
Want him to land the pink or the brown.
Line's good.
Yeah, quite hasn't got
Says
the
Cat.
weight for the shot, but it kind of gives it a little bit of protection in a way for the backhand in a way. It's not as simple, but then it kind of helps on the forehand.
So Tom Hicks 7, Chris Young 5. So Chris holding 1 at this stage in the head.
Stage, yep.
So Tom's certainly hoping to make a bit of a change to the head.
And
let's see what he does.
Tom's got maybe 2nd, 4th and 5th.
Ooh, and it stayed on.
Yeah.
Important bowls here from Chris because they can perhaps level up the score with a good bowl.
He's going on the backhand. He's looking to sit that pink bowl, or
I think it's just maybe the line.
Yeah, beautiful weight.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Oh, I don't know. Tom's thrown his head back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's not happy with that.
No.
Okay. Good bowl here from Chris Young would make 2 for the team and bring it back to level.
If you can get onto Mark's bowl,
it's going to
that's
be
what
close.
he wanted. Yeah, I think he's made 2. Yeah. He's made 2.
He's made 2.
Very clever bowl.
Okay, score update there, Grant. What have we got?
Looks like a 7-all.
7-all on the 9th end.
After 9. Well,
we expected a close game.
We did.
We've got the close one, as they say on the AFL.
Lucky last.
Oh, lucky last. Yeah, I might lick that one so I'll make sure it's mine. Now, just thinking, if this was the AFL sort of commentary, which commentator would you imagine you would be? Just as we watch Greg Brown put his bowl down, have a little think about that, because I've got a name in mind.
For me?
For you, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, I have. Okay. Go on, Greg.
Well, I don't think I'd be Rex Hunt.
You're not Rex Hunt?
No.
There was only one Rex Hunt. And I'm not sure that you're Brian Taylor either.
No. Definitely not an Eddie Maguire.
You're not an Eddie Maguire.
No.
And, you know, if people could ring in on our commentary, you know, it'd be fun, wouldn't it? Because,
Yep.
you know, I could give a prize away. But, all right.
I'm thinking, is it one from years ago?
Yeah. Certainly a very experienced commentator.
Not the Drew Morfitt.
No, but that would have been a good, that's a good guess. No, I'll put you out of your misery.
Is it Rod or Rob Asprey?
No.
Oh.
I'm just looking at your statistics here. It's got to be Bruce McAvaney.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I reckon that's complimentary.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. Right, back to the bowls. Yeah, no, there is something definitely happening with the green.
It is. Hard to know. I should have actually got the stopwatch out and timed it.
Oh, cat. Close,
the big cat. Not far away.
Still favour that Jack High bowl.
Yeah. The pink bowl man. Should be doing track and field. He's athletic.
Approach, look at this. Yeah. This is nice. He's just...
bit stiff.
He was.
But yeah, he was probably cut the line a little bit. Probably lacked a little bit of grass. Cat will find that extra foot, I reckon. Oh, he's trying to. No. Don't know about that one. Had a little bit of a hand flick there, which is a bit different, but
yeah,
no.
You're right.
And Bowlesy has a beautiful action too. Very nice. Low, straight, head up, very good technique. Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, well, Cat's calling it in.
Yeah.
Well,
Good ball.
there you go. Terrific.
Yeah, no, he has a nice, very good technique. Well, they all do, pretty much.
Yeah, I suppose what's interesting is they're all very different, aren't they?
A little bit different, yeah.
And there's no one style that reigns supreme.
No, it's whatever suits you.
Here's a good bowl.
As we know, there's some strange styles out there.
Yep. Some oohs and ahs there from the crowd here at City Memorial, Grant. It just ran through.
Just nearly got the goods. But yeah, well, he keeps his head nice and uptight, and he's very, very stable technique, Mark Bowles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that ran through too.
But handy. It's still handy, but...
Well, he is, Mark Bowles, a very, very fit and muscular man, if you've seen any of the stickers.
I saw the stickers. Yeah,
well, he's been doing a bit of weight training, I think.
Jeez, he looked like the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, he's bulked up. Yeah. He hides it with that hoodie that he's wearing.
Ah.
But,
Well, looks like it's two to Chris Young. And probably two in a look between the orange one and the front one of Jaden's.
Yeah. No, he's changed his mind. So these are important bowls because multiple here on the 10th end.
He wants that to turn if they can get in there.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
That's a skipper's bowl.
Isn't it?
So they're holding 3.
Well, Tommy Hicks
needing a bowl and a half here. And it's probably just...
Yeah, he was looking to promote Womble's bowl. The multi-coloured one there, that's what he was looking to do.
Well, Chris is walking down to the head to take a good look at this. I think they're holding 3. You're thinking a measure for...
Well,
could be 4.
If they get rid of that one.
Yeah. It's a 4.
4.
I suppose that's what Chris is going to look at, whether
and
to draw.
That could even beat that one. I'm sure all the angles there.
Yeah. Now, for our viewers at home, which bowls are you pointing to there, Grant?
Well,
okay.
A bit hard for the viewers to see.
Well, so as we're looking at it, we've got a bowl at about 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Right, the red and
blue one, and that's their closest bowl.
So if Chris was to take that out
and stay, he'd make a 5, and there probably would be a measure between the orange and the white one at the back with the pink one at the front, but it's hard to tell on this angle. So, but
you're doing a great job of that, though. That was beautifully
I could be
explained.
Totally wrong.
I doubt it very much.
But I know Chris will be looking at all the angles and how to make at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
He's wanting to, if he can make a number, he's got 3. So does he draw another one to put pressure on for 4?
Okay, so what's your prediction? What's your prediction? You've had a good look at the head there. You've explained it all. We've got bowls at 2 o'clock and we've got them at 3 o'clock. We've got them at 7 o'clock.
I would say that he will come under the head, take that out and stay. Because if he happens to hit the pink ones, the way they're locked together, they're not going to go in for shot.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So you're saying you might take that bowl out at 2 o'clock?
Yep, that's just a thought.
Okay, I think he might draw.
Or he'll draw another one to his last blue bowl.
Well, you can only have one. Guess at it, and you've said he's going to take that one out.
It depends on if these two come into it or not.
Let's see what he's going to do.
He's just drawing.
Oh, there we go.
Or maybe not.
What is he doing?
He's putting in a blocker.
He's wanting it to swing.
Trying to put in a blocker.
Well, we didn't have that as an alternative, did we?
No,
we did not.
Because that's pretty much the only hand. That's 2 blocked.
Yeah.
Forehand's far too blocked to come into.
They're having a good
There's
look
nothing
at it.
lining up to drive. Those pink bowls are just going to go to the side. His only shot really is to come onto that one.
Onto the 3 o'clock bowl?
Yep,
the
2,
red
3,
and blue.
The red and blue, or to come onto the shot bowl.
Which is Cat Gordon's blue bowl.
With like half a yard of weight to push it through and stay. Because he doesn't have anything at the back either.
Well, they're looking at some shorter bowls and perhaps being able to push those up, but that's kind of marginal, isn't it?
It's very marginal. The pinks are useless the way they're locked together.
Yeah.
He does have a back one that's out of the screen, but to get the kitty back, it's pretty much the blue onto it.
I think they call that a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
With the way the head's set up. So, look, they are talking about pushing that short bowl up.
Yeah.
That bowl of pools.
That one. Yeah, I'd be going
at 11 o'clock.
I'd be going, because that's second shot. So even if you get to that,
which is Cat's bowl,
and you go down 2, that's not the end of the world, is it?
No. You certainly want to be able to cut this back.
At the moment, they're down 4, so if they can cut it back to 2, that they're still in the cunt. They do a 4, and it could be game over.
Well, we did say earlier in the broadcast that these games are often decided by. Well, let's have a look. He's onto that bowl. Oh, he's done.
Well,
good camera work here from Pure Stream.
Well,
thank you very much.
He's made a difference, but
I reckon it might be 2.
2 at least.
Let's see if they kick some bowls out for us so we can actually see.
The white and the blue
One's out.
Yeah. Cat's bowl is out. Is in.
Well, they're still looking. Now they're getting the measure out. Yeah, it's getting very serious. Do you think Cat's bowl's still in?
I think so, but
it's on a bit of an angle.
A bit of an angle, but
we've got some. We can see the camera here, so it looks like that's in.
That's in.
That was in, and that's in.
He just needed that to fall over, didn't he?
He did need it to fall over, so that would be a 3.
Well, he cut one down.
3.
He was a bit stiff there.
All right, Grant, you better give us a score update because things have changed.
I have.
Yeah.
Well, after 10 ends, we've got Chris Young at 10 and Tommy Hicks's team at 7.
2 ends to go.
Yeah.
The penultimate end, this one, Grant, which I often say, this is the end that you must win. Now, whether you're in front or behind. This is the one. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So we had the Hicks team won 3 ends in a row to get 5 shots to get a 2-shot lead. In the last 2 ends, the team of Young has got the 5 shots back to reclaim their lead. So,
yep, and Greg Brown here, nice and close. Weight's perfect. Paul Hindenburg, lovely line. Has he got good weight? This is very close. Gee, that's a good bowl. Wow.
The old anything you can do, I can do better. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, they're pretty happy with this bowl. Oh, wow.
Well, Greg Brown's had 12 effective bowls out of 22 bowls, so he's running over 50%.
Yep.
Which is pretty good still.
Look, it's good,
standard.
but you know, from what I've seen, he's normally up around 70 or 80, I'd say. But Chris Young happy with that bowl.
Yeah.
And you can understand why it was behind the kitty, and so is that bowl of pools. So, yeah.
And his opponent has had 14 effective bowls out of 22.
Okay, so they're pretty close.
Yeah, just a couple of bowls between them. So his opponent's going at about 60%. Still good.
Now, Cat Gordon's been putting some very good bowls in the last few ends. And he hasn't really... No, he's not disappointed there.
No,
it's pretty close.
That's all right. Well, he's running at about 50%. He's had 11
effective bowls out of...
bowls, 10 or 11, I think it is.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. But I am a harsh scorer. So that last bowl, I didn't give him no.
Oh, you'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
Gee, is that shot?
I think it could be.
Oh. Brilliant camera work. You noticed that throughout the broadcast?
Yeah. And Ben Lachlan with the pink bowls.
He's got it. Wow,
he's killed it.
Has he killed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, back on the ditch. Back on the tee, I should say. Nice shot.
Ben Lachlan's running at 50%. He's had 11 effective bowls, but he started off a lot better than the last 5 ends. He hasn't been as good.
Well, let's watch him.
He had a few shitty ends.
Let's watch him here because He's been exceptional, and I think he'll be putting this awfully close to the tee.
Yeah.
It's my prediction. Don't let me down, Ben. No, he hasn't. He hasn't let me down. Look at this. Come on. Up you come.
Yeah. He's had 12 out of 22. So he's run at, 60%.
Now, you'd be pretty happy, wouldn't you? You got Cat Gordon playing second, and he's played a runner and put the kitty in the ditch.
Yeah.
You've got to be the jack of all trades when you're playing second.
Oh, yeah.
Bowls are just getting onto the wrong bowl, but it's not really made a difference.
No, the weight he would have ended up probably a foot and a half to the left of the jack there if it hadn't hit that. He wasn't far away.
Now, important bowls here. Jaden hoping to get one close, make it 2 for the Tom Hicks team. Let's see what he can do. It's a little bit tougher because you've got those shorter bowls. Oh, is he going to stay on? Unfortunately.
No.
No, he's into the ditch. Pretty easily done.
Yeah.
But
and Jaden's had 12 effective bowls, and he's out of his 21 bowls. Ball down.
I think this will hang on.
Yeah.
It did.
It's not a bad bowl.
Okay, well, it's getting pretty tense here. We're on to the second last end.
And Mark Bowles has had 12 effective bowls out of his 24, so they're all running at 50% or more.
Okay, Jaden's corrected somewhat here.
Let's just keep running. Well, it is another shot.
It's another shot, but as we know, there's plenty of space there for the skippers to draw. I do like that bowl of Ben's, though. It's behind the kitty. It's holding shot.
And Chris Young's had 8 effective bowls out of 20 so far, which is pretty high for a skip.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It's a bit different for skips, isn't it? Yeah.
You know, effective bowls means he's got a draw shot, add shot, convert.
Yeah. And he's
in the game of pennant of 25 ends, if you can convert or add on 8 ends, you've had a good day, generally.
So what was that percentage you were saying for a skipper would be good?
Well, normally in a game of pennant, if you can convert or add or draw a shot on 8 ends.
On 8?
Yep.
What are you talking about? Say 50%. We better watch this bowl as it comes in.
8 ends in a game of 21 ends of pennant, you've generally had a good day.
Right, now that was a good bowl. This is very important here from Chris because he needs to, if he can draw this in, at the moment they're down 2.
They're down 2.
And 2 to Tommy Hicks would make it a very interesting game. Oh, and he's hit the shrapnel out the front.
He did.
Now a good bowl here would give them 3. And we'd all be locked up. Now the reason I was asking about that percentage for the skippers is that given my percentage generally, I should be playing a skip, you know.
I get you. I get you.
All right. Just think about that for a minute. Okay. Right out. Back to the bowls.
I'm sure you're a bit like Rex Hunt.
Yeah.
Give it a.
Yeah. Thanks for the rabbits.
Well.
Okay, this is really important.
Yep.
This goes to show how much things can turn around. Now, if you can miss Mark Bowles' bowl, can he get under? No, he can't.
No.
It's not what he wanted.
He's killing himself there. Yeah. 2, was it? Yep.
Well, we think it's 2.
I think it's 2.
That would bring it to 9 to Tom Hicks, 10 to Chris Young. 1 shot difference last end.
Well, yeah, the stats are pretty even. They'd probably just go on the way of Youngie's side, to be honest.
All right. Well, so's the scoreboard. So, how good are your statistics?
Oh, they're not bad. I try to keep them pretty
that's
good.
Very good. I've been impressed. Good on you, Bruce McAvaney. How about that? The Bruce McAvaney of the bowls world.
Oh, goodness.
I'd be happy with that.
No,
Rightio.
I've been watching them do it, the live pennant, live streams and a few things like that.
Well, you're doing a very good job, and hopefully Paul is too.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Look at that. You've got to give it to Chris Young because he's actually applauded that bowl.
Oh, he's a good sport.
From the opposition bowler. So good on you, Chris.
Yeah, no. He does have good sportsmanship.
He probably knows how to motivate Greg Brown too. Clap that opposition bowl and it just gets Greg thinking, I've got to get closer. And it works.
Oh,
there you
lovely
go.
Bowl.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, they've got them 10 all on the board, John.
Have they? Well, they must be correct.
Well, it must have been. I thought it might have been a 3.
A 3. Wow-wee.
Wow.
Hey, well spotted.
10 all.
10 all.
Well, I did say there'd be 2 shots of difference in Chris Young's favour, so and if Brandy can stick another one on it, it might be on their way. So yeah, it's the last end of the final of the Classic Fours, proving to be a thriller.
Oh, it is, and it's another great bowl from Greg. That's a ripper. He's holding 2, all on his own.
Thriller in Manila.
Yeah.
The rumble in the jungle. Yeah. We've got Mr. Pink here.
Yeah, well, he's your favourite player here, I can tell.
Yeah. No, I think he's got a lovely action and delivery, and he's proven it. Twice we've live streamed him, and yeah, he's been really good. And look at that.
Oh, look at this. I reckon he's got shot.
Look at that.
Wow. So plenty
Look
of
at
applause
that.
here from
Yeah.
the crowd here at City Memorial. That's a great bowl.
Isn't it?
Okay, so Kat giving some options, run it or draw the shot, and Chris is happy with a draw.
Well, you've got to get in early. That's why Kat was asking.
Well, they have an adventurous way of playing, don't they? And wouldn't surprise me at all if they do play some running shots at times. Okay, has he got the weight? I don't know that he has.
He won't be happy with that.
No, not at all. Now, is there something about when you've got those 2 shots in your head, the running shot, the draw shot, and you end up with something in between?
Yeah, you've got to kind of get it into your head which shot you are playing and commit to it, which is easier said than done. We've all been thinking, do I run it, do I draw it? And you get up and you do a half shot. It's a common mistake.
Oh, another good bowl here. Wow, that is putting pressure on.
Isn't it? Yeah,
well,
that's 2 to the Altona boys.
One of my mentors, Kevin Boyd, always said, if you've got 2 shots in your head, just get back off the mat. Restart.
That's it. That's what they do. That's what they say.
And get back on the mat and play the shot you've got in your head.
And then, as you know, when you see the shot and you know it, and you go up to the mat, you know what you're going to do, and you get up and you bowl it.
Yep.
And it's a lot easier than when you're...
Yeah. Fuzzy-headed.
Fuzzy-headed.
All right, let's see what Kat's going to do here. He's obviously going to correct. Looks like he's winding up a little bit.
He might be playing with a little bit of purpose. He definitely doesn't want to be short. Needs to be up.
Line. Well, he's up. More the line, I think, is going to be problematic, and that's...
No, well, at least he's behind the head. The chances of that kid moving is pretty high.
Well, it always comes down to this, doesn't it, Grant? You get to the last end and the last couple of bowls, there's still some possibilities, even if you're down. And that's what people are thinking at this stage.
Yeah. Look, it could go either way here. One thing it won't be is they won't be having another end.
No.
Unless there's a
dead heat.
A measure that they can't separate. There will be a winner in about 5 bowls' time or so. Oh,
this is good. Yeah, sitting there, it's a good bowl.
Well, they don't need 3, but they don't really have one out the back either, which is problematic. I think
he's drawing up. He's got good weight. He's certainly never going to be short here. Having a good look at it, and he's got. Well, you take it, but
you take it.
Even Mark Bowles has put his head down.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
As they say, he had the right weight.
Well,
he
got a little bit lucky, but there was always that chance that Darren's bowl out the front there could be used in a way. And Mark would have known that when he was bowling it. But he could have hit it and it could have gone against him.
We could have.
But it went his way. The danger now is they've got the 2 back ones. And they'll be looking to... He's not going to be short.
Okay. Playing with a fairly delicate sort of shot here.
I'm not sure, he might be a bit wide.
Is he just trying to get around the... Oh,
yes, he's a bit wide. I thought he was a bit wide. Yeah, leave that there, he's saying. Yeah.
So it's pretty clear instructions there.
Yeah.
You know, if it does go wrong, at least, you know, you need to be behind.
Doesn't want him to go
he knows
near the head.
Yeah, so he's going to go wider than expected.
Wants him to get out the back.
Yep.
Wants to get around that bowl.
Yeah, he'd be pretty happy with that.
That's what he wanted, exactly.
Yep.
Because Chris is thinking if they stick one, get rid of Mark and stick one there, he's going to have to pang.
Yeah.
So he wants to be set up so he can pang it, really.
All right, fair discussion here from the Altona team. Altona Bundoora, really, isn't it?
Well, Tom's at Bundoora, the other 3 are at Altona.
Yeah. Having a good look and a good discussion, and this is what you do in bowls. Often it's a team decision as to what you play. It's not always up to the skippers in isolation.
No, you're always better to have input and at least whatever the skipper decides, at least to support him in that. You can't have any doubt amongst any of the players. It'll all be on the one page.
Well, it's an interesting head here, Grant, because the kitty is visible.
It is. And
a kitty in the ditch would win the game. And I'm wondering if this is what he's going to do. No, he's not going to. Oh. Yeah.
Well, I've got a second. Altona's got a second. I don't know what he'll do. He'll try to work out what they're going to do.
Well, it's awfully difficult at this point in time, isn't it? Because really, it's anyone's guess as to where the kitty might go.
Yep.
If he gets onto it.
I thought Tom would have just tried to draw onto that bowl with a couple of feet to bowls his bowls. I didn't think he'd go hard. As the back ones are, bowls he's got the backest.
What do you think Chris is going to do here, Grant? There's no point putting it near the kitty, is it?
Well,
the second shot's really not going to help.
I think he's going to just look at covering something he can cover. Oh, no.
No, he's looking to block it, perhaps.
Yeah, put one right on the line in front.
Cat Gordon has certainly blocked it because we can't see.
Yeah, I think he was looking at getting a second maybe, so
Well,
so Tom had 2 to get rid of.
Yeah, really, it's not done a great deal. He can still get onto the bowl, get onto the kitty. He's having a good look at it. He must be pretty close. They're fairly happy. He's got... Oh, it stopped right on the line.
Jesus.
Now, I reckon...
Wow.
Right, bit of discussion, so let's have a look.
Wow.
What can you see from there, Grant? Can you... I thought that bowl of Greg Brown's looked fairly close.
Yeah.
Perhaps if we come out a bit, yeah, there we go. So we've got Greg Brown's orange bowl there, and we've got.
Well, it's over. It's kind of on the line, but as you know, it's the posts.
It's right. So for the viewers at home, it's not the line that counts.
Yep. It's the.
Yep.
It's the little yellow post sticking up out of the ground, and
our
quite often they're not lined up with the lines perfectly.
And our umpire today is...
We've got Ian Dalton there. It's going to help... who's that? Lynn Maloney.
Yes, Lynn Maloney is a registered umpire.
You know Lynn?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought you did.
Yeah. An excellent commentator, you'd agree? Everyone's agreeing
she's
on the...
She's good. No,
yeah, no, she's terrific.
She's good at maths, good at commentating, and she's a pretty good bowler.
She's a very good bowler.
Yeah, I think she's overtaken you in the bowling stakes, John. Just a little bit.
Okay, now Ian has handed the mirror over to Lynn, who's positioning the mirror.
Now, if it's in, I'm not sure who's got shot. I can't tell. But if it's out, we'll have another end. And if it's in, Chris Young has still got a bowl to play. And I would say that he would be able to draw to that to get the shot.
Yep.
So I'd say the boys from Altona are hoping it's out. Then it will go on the tee, I should say.
And if
it goes on the tee, the boys from Altona have got the shot, but Chris has got a bowl left. It's quite a hair-raising thing. It's a bit like the Big Dipper.
Right, and Lynn just asking Ian to verify her observation. It's quite an accurate instrument, this.
Yeah.
And Ian indicating that it's in.
It's in.
It was verified by Lynn Maloney.
Just on that line.
And, wow. So this is the last end. We've had a measure for the kitty to see whether it was in or out of bounds. We've got one bowl to go.
One bowl.
And who's holding shot? The interesting thing here is if Chris plays the bowl, he certainly doesn't want to push the kitty out of bounds, does he?
Well, no.
No.
He won't be going near that kitty. He'll be just trying to beat whatever the shot bowl is.
So they're having a good look at this stage to see who's actually got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell. Cat could have the shot.
Well, they're all having a good look at it, aren't they?
And they can't, not allowed to measure it as yet.
No. So you can use your fingers to measure. You can step it out. You can do all sorts of things, but you can't get the tape out at this stage. So it looks as if they're undecided. Now, as we know, Chris Young is certainly experienced and talented enough to draw this.
Yes, well.
But as we said, anything could happen, and it makes for a really...
I saw exactly this happen the other day, and...
high suspense.
They were 4 foot short of drawing the shot.
Okay, here he goes.
He's played it on his backhand.
He's certainly not going to push the ball out. Has he got through? Oh, he did enough.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Well, I said Chris Young by 2, and it looks like it was Chris Young by 1.
Yes,
Very good game.
Great game. but
it was.
Unfortunately, your prediction didn't come true.
Not perfectly.
Well, you're wrong.
One shot out.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Even Bruce McAvaney has been a shot out or two.
Oh, not Bruce. Well, thank you very much, Grant. This has been...
thank you, John.
What a great game.
It was, wasn't it?
A great game to commentate.
Yeah, good fun.
And this was the last game of the Warrnambool Autumn Classic, and Paul O'Donnell's last Autumn Classic as coordinator.
Yep.
So thanks to Pod, thanks to the Warrnambool Bowls Club. Special thanks to City Memorial for the use of their facilities during this unpleasant weather.
It's been great, really. It's been great.
We mustn't forget our sponsors, Qube Logistics.
Yep.
And, of course, we want to thank Pure Stream for an outstanding broadcast. You've been across 2 venues over the broadcast, haven't you? So moving equipment from here and there, and also dealing with the unpleasant weather that we've had. So well done.
He's done a good job on the cameras. Thank you, Logan.
Yep, terrific. Once again.
Yeah, no, good fun, John.
All right, we're signing off now. Thanks very much. Thanks, Grant. Thanks, Logan.
I hope you all enjoy.